Everyone is posting about being in their healing era. All about crystals here, Palo Santo there, journal every day, and don't get me wrong, I love that for you. I started with that too, and until now, I still talk to myself every day through journaling. I pray, I meditate, I use crystals and incense, but let's be real, healing is not cute. Spiritual awakening is not aesthetic, it's ego death. And trust me, you'll feel it before you ever look good in it. It's not the morning sun and gratitude list. It's about crying on the floor at 2 a.m. asking, sino ba talaga ako kung wala lahat ng to? It's when the universe starts removing everything you used to define yourself. Your job, your friends, your relationship, your image, and suddenly you're left with just you. And that's where the ego screams. Kasi yung ego mo, sanay yang may identity, may mask, may narrative. So when life starts peeling that away, akala mo punishment, but no, it's alignment. It's your soul finally getting room to speak. You know what's real shadow work? It's admitting that you are manipulative, you are bitter, that you enjoy attention more than intimacy, that you seek validation in the name of empowerment. It's seeing your darkness without defending it. It's when you realize na yung strong independent woman era mo was just you avoiding intimacy because you didn't feel safe with love. It's scary, it's painful. Imagine your entire existence layered with trauma, limiting belief, painful words, even ego driven habits. Every one of those are like a dagger under your skin. And shadow work, it's removing each of those blades one by one. That's why it bleeds. That's why it hurts. It will make you cry. Ugly cry. And the paradox, that's the beauty of it. You don't know how many times I've had to revisit old memories. Times I did someone wrong, times I did something wrong, or someone did me wrong, and ask myself, why did I react like that? What part of my childhood led me to that behavior? And I have to sit with that. Healing doesn't happen overnight. First comes denial, then self justification, then anger at myself, before I even get to forgiving me and others. And eventually I reach the part where I can energetically apologize to the people I may have hurt because I was hurt too. That's what spiritual awakening feels like. It's not about being light, it's about facing your shadows without flinching. So if you're in the phase where everything is falling apart, that you are in the in-between space na hindi mo nakilala yung sarili mo, congratulations, that means it's starting. The death, the rebirth, the reintroduction to your true self, it's messy. It's brutal. It's not even Instagrammable, but it's real and you're not alone in it. So don't chase the aesthetic, don't chase the image of healing. Do the work. Sit in the dark until your own soul lights the room. Now, let's talk about practical soul work tips. First is you have to recognize that you are human. This is not an excuse to keep making the same mistakes. Self awareness is still the first step. We are souls programmed into a 3D body, and your physical body is wired for survival. So, yes, we default to fear, shame, self protection. Your intrusive thoughts, that's your nervous system trying to keep you safe. That's your biology, not your truth. But once you rewire your brain to believe that you are safe now, you stop surviving and start living. And then discernment. Discernment over drama. Learn to remove the labels, even the ones that sound empowering. Because sometimes they're still rooted in fear. Discernment is the ability to see things as they are, without bias, without ego. It's not judgy, it's clarity. If someone keeps draining your energy, your wounded self might say, "Oh, but I love them." Discernment will say, "But do they show up for you?" Emotions are valid, but facts are grounding. Now, let's talk about emotional neutrality. Not everything needs a reaction. Not everything deserves a narrative. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is pause, take a breath, let it pass. Neutrality is a skill. It's the gap between the trigger and the reaction. And it saves relationships, it saves peace, even your energy. And let's also talk about your soul versus persona. Your soul doesn't care about your aesthetic. Your persona is who the world thought you to be. But your soul, that's who you actually are. So the more you feed the image, the more you starve the essence. Let your soul speak louder than your performance. Another thing is divine detachment. Let go of control. Let go of outcomes. Let go of ownership. Divine detachment doesn't mean not caring. It means caring deeply without trying to control. Release the need to be liked, to be chosen, to be praised, to be seen. You're not here to be palatable. You are here to be free. Also, truth telling. Healing requires honesty, radical honesty, not just with others, but with yourself. Can you admit when you are the problem? Can you own the fact that sometimes you manipulate, you lie, you avoid accountability? Because that's where the healing starts. Truth first, growth next. And I think the last thing that I want to share is reparenting. Talk to your inner child the way you wish your parents did. Validate your pain, soothe your fears, set boundaries, not to punish, but to protect. You're not crazy for wanting love. You're not weak for needing safety. Reparenting is not fixing yourself, it's finally loving yourself in the way no one did. This is the real work. This is the part no one claps for. But this is what builds a soul that can hold peace, power, and purpose. So if no one told you lately, you are doing deep work. You are healing in silence, and that is sacred. Now, go feel it, face it, free it. Let your rebirth begin.